The phantom train. In a quiet, rural town, there was an old, abandoned railway station that had been out of use for decades. The tracks were rusty, and the platform was overgrown with weeds. The locals spoke in hushed tones about the phantom train, a ghostly locomotive that was said to appear on foggy nights, carrying the souls of those who had perished in a tragic accident many years ago. One misty evening, a young man named Jake, fascinated by the legend, decided to visit the station. Armed with a camera and a flashlight, he made his way to the deserted platform. The air was thick with fog, and an eerie silence hung over the place. As he stood there, he heard a distant, mournful whistle. His heart raced as he saw a faint light approaching through the fog. The light grew brighter, and soon the outline of an old steam engine emerged from the mist. The train was covered in rust and grime, and its windows were shattered. Jake could see shadowy figures inside, their faces pale and expressionless. The train came to a halt in front of him, and the doors creaked open. Summoning his courage, Jake stepped inside. The interior was dimly lit, and the air was cold. He walked through the carriages, each one filled with ghostly passengers who stared blankly ahead. Suddenly, the train jolted, and it began to move. Panic set in as Jake realized he was trapped. The train sped through the night, passing through dark tunnels and over rickety bridges. The ghostly passengers began to whisper, their voices growing louder and more frantic. Jake felt a cold hand on his shoulder and turned to see a spectral conductor, his eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. "Welcome aboard," the conductor said in a hollow voice. "You are now part of the phantom train." Jake's scream was lost in the cacophony of whispers as the train plunged into darkness. The next morning, the townspeople found Jake's camera on the platform, its last image a blurry shot of the ghostly train. The phantom train continued its endless journey, waiting for the next curious soul to board.